Welcome back. Air India Chief Ashwani Lohani spoke to CNBC TV18 for the first time after the government's decision to divest the national carrier. He said the divestment plans won't affect the airline's international plans as it's business as usual at Air India. Here is the exclusive conversation.
We are looking at the international market very, very aggressively. And we have launched Washington. Next month is Stockholm. A month after that is Copenhagen. And then we have a flight coming up to Los Angeles and Houston and various other places, yes.
And all this will be done in this financial year?
In this financial year, we hope, yeah.
Right. So then considering that international plans is something that a lot of companies will be looking at once Air India is divested, do you think these airlines or these places make it more lucrative for Air India to go ahead and make a mark in the airline industry?
See, Air India is primarily an international airline because I can say that because 65 to 70% of our revenues and our capacity is deployed in the international sector. So that is why we are going in that, and well, these markets are extremely important. All the flights are doing fairly well, and the way the tourism is expanding in the world, all these international flights will do well.
Right. So then let me ask this: while there are talks of disinvestment and privatization of Air India, will this affect the expansion plan?
Right now, we are going ahead with whatever expansion plans we have made.
Right. Right. So there have been several meetings which have been held in the ministry itself. The GOM has been formed. The biggest issue that even you raised in one of your Facebook posts was that writing off the debt will help Air India revive. So what is your suggestion?
I'll not be able to comment on anything to do with this investment or about the debt. I can only talk about expansion plans and the growth and all that.
Right. So then let me end by asking another issue which has been pending is the GST. Air India is also part of the airlines, people who actually go and make these suggestions to the ministry. So what is your view on that? Has the ministry got back as to clarity regarding input tax credit, leasing of aircrafts? Has there any clarity come?
We have gone ahead with GST, and rightly so, because it's a very major move and we have to do it. And there are issues which will get sorted out. That is all, anything major you do, there will be issues, and those issues will get sorted out in due course of time.
But has there any confirmation given by the ministry that it will be taken up with the GST Council, whatever has been raised so far?
As things stand today, we are going ahead with whatever rules are in place. If something happens, something improves, well then that will be taken into account.
Well, moving on then, there are no